Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Anachronox, Blind. Now I'm still imprisoned by Rictus. However, when looking at all of the codes I have written down from Dr. Hash Hash, I noticed, because he's trying to remember the code, right? And he repeats a couple of them in his mind. But what I noticed is that the first two digits are always the same. They are 4 and 7, and then it seems he struggles with the other two. So I guess 4-7 is definitely the first two digits of the code to El Puno's cell. And then the only other mysterious kind of number is the one that in this load, if you have the mind reading on, he repeats a number. If you talk to him, if you listen to his thoughts, he says 31. He repeats 31 over and over, so it wouldn't hurt. It's a bit convoluted because I'm not sure why in this load would even be interested in the code to El Puno's cell. He's mostly interested in just pressing this button, but it's the only, it's an idea. Might as well try it. It's not going to cost me much. I'm pretty sure 4-7 must be the first two digits because Dr. Hash is repeating them over and over again. So it's certain that he is certain of those. He's only struggling with the rest. So let's try 3 and 1. Okay, that worked. Again, I'm not quite sure what was in this load's business with this, but
excuse me, Mr. Estrella? Oh, I've been a big fan for a while now, really. When you teamed up with Metallion Man in Tales of the Super Greatest, man, that was the best. I thought your giant-sized annual was one of the best issues in comic book history. No joke. That part when you punched evil Gigatoon in the stomach and his eyes popped out, that was classic. What happened to your hair?
Perhaps our mission to Limbus will stir his interest.
Hey, nice thinking, Grapeshot. Yeah, see, we're heroes too. Out to save the universe. You should join us. We could really use someone buff.
No.
Hey, look, I know we're not the Union of Superpowers, but we've still got what it takes. Hell, we've got a big planet on our team. That should give us some cred, right? Look at him. Fine, you work alone, I understand. At least help us bust out of here. We'll even do all the fighting. Just rage on and punch through this wall or something.
No.
But these people need your help. What kind of hero are you? Oh, forget it. Come on, guys. This guy's not the Fist.
Somebody hit the emergency for all button!
Is that good?
Should I launch the executive order?
To be continued. Next issue.
Gary Sherwin here with startling developments in the controversial Planets Abroad campaign. The diplomatic program that has the entire planet engaged in a groundbreaking mission to save the universe and improve interplanetary relations has run into a disastrous snag. In a dramatic turn of events, the High Council unanimously voted to return the planet to full size, scattering Ambassador Sylvester Boots and company across the surface of Democratus. Now, the question on everyone's lips is, where are they? And will they survive long enough to be rescued? Stay tuned here for Round the Clock.
Then storm died down as soon as you stepped into town. Seemed like it was stormy just for you. You might want to turn tail and trail on your luck elsewhere, son. Been a nasty rush of disappearances these last few months, townspeople and such. There was one only a quarter hour ago. Hell, people are going to be curious about a stranger like you, stumbling on so soon after the kidnapping. You better report to the burgermeister's manor if you know what's good for you. Let him ask you some questions, clear yourself of guilt and such. We aren't an unfriendly town, but we aren't dumb either. Okay, to be honest, I wasn't expecting the surface of Democratus to look like this. Like, it has some startling implications, because this looks like, I don't know, the beginnings of the 20th century or something. Like, they have electricity, but it's all very... this is not a modern town. You can clearly see that from the architecture and from the way the people are dressed. Like, look at this one. So it has some startling implications, because which again is something that this game seems to excel at, and is something that I really enjoy, because I am a type of person who is very prone to overthinking stuff, and I like a media that's constructed in a way that actually rewards overthinking. And this seems to be such an issue again, because at first glance you're just like, whatever, it's a, you know, science fiction / fantasy game that has a humorous bent, so it doesn't have to make sense. But what I take from this is that the people that lived on the ring, they are so much more advanced because they have access to better technology that they keep for themselves. Like, there is a split between the ring dwellers and the planet dwellers, right? So I suppose the planet dwellers are deliberately kept back from accessing the more advanced technology, presumably because they are used as a labor force, which is really disturbing. Like, imagine the level of like horribleness that would have to that would have to be in someone's mind to hatch a scheme that would basically, because it's what, 26th century? So imagine if nowadays someone created a whole community of people and convinced them, deprive them of access to the more modern technology, and convince them it's like 15th century, and then had them work like in a mine or something. Because I presume that is kind of what's happening. The surface of Democratus is providing resources for the ring dwellers, who then use those resources to produce their high advanced technology, which those people surely could use, but they presumably, I guess, maybe don't even know that it exists. So that's quite horrible, but also quite interesting. And overall, I'm already in love with this little village. I like the music, I like the snow, I like the skybox as well. It's rather low quality, but there are mountains and, you know, a night sky. So let's talk to everyone. You've got wax in your ears? I'm trying to help you, son. Go on to Burgermeister's Manor and that big house in the middle there, and rule yourself out as a suspect. Now, you might think that Burgermeister is, you know, that it was a Freudian slip, that it's not a word, but it actually is. Although, as I said, you don't really say it Burgermeister, you say it Burgermeister, right? Because it's German. Burg is basically a town, so the position of Burgermeister was basically analogous to a mayor. Like, it's a German title of a town official. It has nothing to do with burgers. Okay, but before I go there, I want to talk with everyone else. Some kids. I'm so hungry, I'm going to peel my face off and eat it. Okay, that's pretty horrible. I'm sorry I can't share any food with you, apparently. You must have heard about me catching the coney, huh? Betcha you're waiting some when I roast it, and... No, betcha you're wanting some when I roast it smothered with garlic and onions tonight. Hell, you'll probably be wanting the fur cap I will make from it too. That's my trade, son. I make pelts into useful things. I'm not going to catch your damn food too. You better get used to fending for yourselves and such. I can't be catching food for the whole damn town, no? Young Peter is going to have to learn to catch another type of bird, no? Not that it is any of my business, but why would you throw away a girl like Laurie for a trollop like Pamela? I know she's flashier than Laurie, but everyone from here to Doreen has kept her bed warm. I don't understand what happened. Weren't you asking for advice on what to buy Laurie for your anniversary not too long ago? Is this woman blind? Can she see that I am not even from here? You wanted to buy her a crowbar and I convinced you to get a love totem. Look, Laurie really loves you. Patch things up before you regret it for good. Oh, and take a look at those scratches on the roof behind you. What is that? Scratches on the roof behind me. Well, I don't see any scratches. Oh, actually I do. Weird. Is there like a werewolf in town or something? Would be kind of cool. Overall, I really like the atmosphere of this town. Even though, as I said, it is all very dark when you really think about it. Like, look at this. This boy is dying of starvation. He's thinking about cannibalizing himself. All the while, the elite of Democratus is partying up on that ring. And they have literally the technology to shrink the entire planet to human size, and yet all the populace on the surface are living in pre-modern conditions. Pretty fucked up, if you ask me. Disease. Maybe everyone up there was wiped out by a plague, even their science could find no cure for. Civil war, perhaps? Except no one has seen explosions or anything resembling violence around the ring. Self-sufficiency? Maybe we're all obsolete now. Okay, I'm already lost. Let me get back to where I was and start again from there. I'm legendarily bad at finding my way. Okay, so I started from this little alley over here. Blue winter, cold and harsh, while their children play their games in the snow, a madman lurks whited. How many times have I unwittingly brushed by him, searching for his next victim? How many times have I shared a beer or worked alongside the killer? You like this? It's the first chapter of my new novel about the recent disappearances. The story follows a stranger with a dark past who wanders into Witterdon and uses people for his own ends. Well, that's just the plot. It's really about the societal stratification between the surface dwellers and the ring dwellers. Yeah, this is a very interesting topic. Actually, disturbing, but, you know, interesting. Especially the fact there's such a huge difference in technology level to the point where those people are actually almost living in a different time, kind of. Well, I first gotta finish this chapter. Talk to you later. It's so cold, my snot's frozen. Aren't you glad you stopped to talk to me? Okay. Okay, so I gather this is the town hall. I'm not going to enter it yet. I want to walk around and talk with everyone else. Young Peter's going to have to learn to catch another type of bird. Okay, so I talked with this guy. I can't remember what I was doing. I knew I came over here for a reason. I don't feel as smart as I used to. I've lost my edge. I even talk slower. I must be getting old. I'm not the only one. I've got countless friends who keep saying and doing stupid things. Why would I have come here if not to gather wood? Okay. Okay, it seems to be some kind of an inn. There are more marks in here. Wait, maybe it's the dog, because I can see it in here. And those kind of look like paw prints of a dog, right? They are kind of the right size. Okay, let's check this building. So it's all over between you and the girl, huh? Nice going, Pete. Okay, what's up with that? Why are they confusing me for someone else if they have never seen me before in their lives? What happened? Seems like just only yesterday that you kissed her for the first time. You told me it was at midnight, right front of the burgermeister's mansion in the town square. I'll never forget the look on your face. But I guess nobody stays together forever, huh? So what was Pamela like? Woof woof. Yeah, I guess I can't talk to him because I don't have the mind reading anymore. Hey Sal, are you listening to the doodles over here? He's under some delusion that the ring dwellers are giving us a vacation. They have an entire labor force at their disposal. Why would they stop sending us work unless they think we've earned a break? What will we do for food if we never hear from them again? We'll do the thing the old-fashioned way, you dolt. We'll hunt, we'll gather, we'll eat you if it comes to that. Shut up and have a drink. Oh, so has the ring exploded? Like, is the ring destroyed? Because they are talking about how they have not been contacted by the ring dwellers. It seems they are being sent tasks, you know, to do. And they assume they have been given a vacation because nobody has contacted them with work. So they don't know what to do. It's so cold, my snot is frozen. Okay, this all repeats. What about you? Welcome to Fairweather Inn. I hear your ship is sinking with Lori. It's too bad, mate. You've made a good couple. What are you talking about? I don't understand that. Why do they assume I'm in a relationship with a girl from this town if I have never been here before? What's the purpose of this room? Seemingly there are no items in here. It has to have some purpose, right? So maybe it's useful later. Maybe something else has to happen first for it to serve that purpose. Okay, this is a storage closet. Okay, let's keep exploring. Okay, I've talked with this guy. What if the surface armies decide they want to take over the world now that the ring dwellers are out to lunch? Surface armies? But we're on the surface. You're the surface dwellers. Please, sir, don't take our flimsy homes. No, not the snow. Please don't take all of our snow. Okay, so I guess what they are talking about is like one particular warlord from the surface, because I presume before they maybe there are different towns, maybe are dedicated to different industries or something, but the ring dwellers have kept the peace, you know, because they wanted order among the people that work for them. I guess now maybe they are worried about being overtaken, but this guy says basically there's nothing here, our town sucks anyway, so it doesn't even matter, I guess. I say that the ring dweller, the burgermeister is hiding in his manor, knows something about the disappearances. I say we string up a little egg and lash I say we string up a little egg and lash his bone spot till he tells us what's what. We've got to help him, Pete. You were always good at beating on little guys. Okay, but what's up with that? I'm not... Why do they call me Peter? I have never been in this place, and they act as if they know me. Okay, I'm not yet ready to enter the town hall. Hey Peter, is that a new coat? It looks pretty beat up. In fact, your face looks pretty bad too. You got into a scrap with Laurie's brother? I hear he's been gunning for you. Just for the record, I think Laurie's being a drama queen. We've only been going out for 6 months. It's not like you guys were married or anything. Wanna get a beer? Yeah, I want to know, why do you refer to me as someone you know, even though you don't? I'm a bit confused by that. We should have gone with Phyllis and Charles to Greenfield when we had the chance. Ballotin's witness. It's called Ballotin. No, I won't use their names. These are our cities, we can name them whatever we want. Greenfield isn't Ballotin any more than this place is Politicus. It's cold, I'm hungry. We have to get out of here before we disappear next. I know, honey, I know. Okay, so apparently the ring dwellers assigned their own names to the cities on the surface. Good to know. Cyan beetle. Okay, that's interesting. I will... Oh, but wait. Is the Elementor even still a thing? I was pretty sure that... Do I still have the Mystag? I do. So I guess he didn't destroy it. He just took it away. Or like currently... Or I like blocked it. Because I was pretty sure at first that the Rictus has destroyed all of my Mystag. But I guess he didn't. Okay, level 2 you say. So this should be better, right? No, wait, I screwed something up again. Level 3. Okay, and it gives me a diagonal pattern. Okay, let's try this. At least it gives me some clue of what I'm supposed to be doing. Can't place the red beetle because the opposite, cyan beetle, is already present. Wait, but I'm pretty sure I had a better one before? Like, what's different? Ah, because I'm supposed to do this, right? And then I can do this. And then this. Yeah, I think I had this before. Or maybe it's even a bit better. Not entirely sure. Yeah, but only this is highlighted. So, I still don't understand it, but I think I understand a little bit more, maybe. They are mourning for their lost child inside. We should go in there and comfort them. Young Peter is going... Okay, I talked with you. You're telling me I should go in there, okay. Let's talk about their lost child. He was playing with his toy workers by the fireplace. Here, when we heard the scream, we jumped out of bed to see if he were fallen into the fire, but he were gone. The doors were open wide, and there was fresh drag marks in the snow out there, which you can see. You may check his room if it will help. Joseph wasn't the best behaved kid in the world, but he was our son. Please help us find him. He was such a creative boy, always telling stories about this or that. He was a little monster too, but what child isn't from time to time? He was our son, our son. Okay, let's check his room. If for once I've been given explicit permission to do that. Okay, a painting of some kind of a snowy creature, like a Sasquatch or a Wendigo or whatever. A teddy bear. Not much else. Okay. And this just repeats. I came from here. Okay, I talked with her already. But we rely on the ring dwellers for most of our basic needs. In exchange, we work for them. Isn't that slavery? Do you want me to hit you? Hand me a nail. I've been thinking, it gets harder and harder to remember the time before the crash. What's there to remember? We were all in suspended animation. Stop blathering and hand me the hammer. The ring dwellers had us working on a ship, weren't they? For the Emperor? It was so hard to remember. I'm going to nail you to the building. Okay, wait, what? Wait, I don't understand. So, that was before? Are they saying they've been in suspended animation since before the Emperor was overthrown? Like, weren't the people of Democratus still using them for labor up to this point? I don't entirely understand. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. I thought you were hiding from me. Look, I know this is a bad time for both of us, being out of work and all, but have you got 10 loonies you owe me? Okay, you kind of got the wrong man? What? You're going to pretend you don't know me? I see. You can afford to buy yourself a new coat, but you can't afford to pay me back. I could never depend on you, Pete. I'm glad Lori finally dumped you. Silly me thinking you were unemployed. I didn't realize being a bastard was a full-time job. Yeah, I think you're weird for even assuming I'm a person that lives here. Like, clearly I look different. My clothing is very different to yours. I have a freaking laser pistol, which is probably arcane technology to you. So I don't understand what's the matter with this town. I like it. I like this location. It's pretty atmospheric. I just don't yet understand the story implications being presented here. Okay, but this goes back to where I was with the guy with the child that wants to eat his own face, which means I have officially explored everything in this town, and I am ready to meet the burgermeister and you know, see what's up with that. Oh, what trouble is this mayorship. Headaches upon toothaches. This whole kidnapping affair has been a burr in my backside for weeks. As if it wasn't bad enough, we haven't heard from the ring dwellers in 6 months. Well, wait, what? I've been here for 6 months? Why the time skip? I don't understand what's going on. Although I guess they might haven't heard from them because the ring dwellers were busy coordinating the shrinking, the whole adventure. Like, basically they were controlling the planet as it moved around in its shrinked form. That's why the High Council has not contacted them, I guess. I'd investigate the matter myself, but my mayoral duties keep me caged up in this manner. It's a shame. I've quite a detective instinct. Don't leave an eyebrow at me. I've extensively studied the Lauget method of lie detection. The subtle clues to your truthfulness are printed all over your face. Shall I prove it? I'll start by eliminating you as a suspect in the kidnappings. I'm going to ask you a series of questions that will reveal your guilt or innocence. The Loget method of lie detection is foolproof. What is your name? Sylvester Sly Boots. Speak the truth. Now, Mr. Boots, do you like to sneak up on people? Yeah, I guess it would be in line with Boots' personality, yes. What? Okay, apparently you're lying, Mr. Boots. I don't even need the Loget method to see it. If you were telling the truth, you would have snuck up on me just a minute ago, instead of tapping me ever so gently on the shoulder. Very well, yes, I suppose you check out then. It's so nice to talk to someone nearly my intellectual equal. Everyone around me seems to have lost their brain over the last few years. It's quite depressing, really. Excuse me, my thoughts are in motion. Yes, that is a good idea, Bennings. You're brilliant. Maybe you could handle off some of the legwork for me in the field. In exchange, I can offer you free room and board at the Fairweather Inn and an invitation to the next year's summer hooting party. Let's see, have you ever been to a crime scene yet? Why don't you take photographs of it? Nothing too bloody, please. I'm already lightheaded. Bring them back to me for examination, and I'll solve this case from home. Find the crime scene, photograph any clues of the kidnapping, and take them to the burgermeister. Okay. Visit the crime scene for clues and snap some pictures. Excuse me, detective, mayoral duties. Okay, but before I do, I want to explore the manor itself. What are you doing in here? I thought I locked that door. Look, as I have already explained to the town, I have no idea what happened to the ringdwellers. I know you're worried, I know you're scared, but I am too. Field liaisons are not privy to the inner workings of the High Council. Please, I promise, I don't know anything. If they send word, you'll know about it as soon as I do. Believe me, I would love to go back home to the ring and see my wife and children. Please lock the door on your way out. Okay. What's that? Rapid wristlet. And what is that, pray tell? Increases beat speed by 2 levels in battle. Okay. Sure, why not? What does the circuit of safety do again? Protects from all conditions. Oh, no, I think this is actually better. I will keep that for maybe the last guy in the party. And I will keep the circlet for Boots. Because protects against all conditions in battle, so you know, burning, poison, things like that. Okay, let me go around and find a crime scene. Like, I assume they are talking about the child that's missing, right? But there were a couple of... Wait, is that the... Are those the marks of someone, you know, pulling someone through here? Sergeant hand cannon. Okay, how does that compare to what I have? Okay, it's again a little bit better, so sure. Why not? Yeah, I guess this is so they've taken him, like they dragged him onto this tree over here, I guess. Let's photograph that as well. It seems kind of relevant, I would say. Okay, let's photograph. They said he was snatched from before the fireplace, right? So let's photograph that as well, just for good measure. Okay, and there was a place where there were markings on the roof. I'm not sure if those are connected, but I would presume so, right? It obviously seems kind of important that there were markings on the roof in the first place, so I am going to photograph those as well. Yeah, over here. Okay, this didn't quite work. And there was also a place near the thingamajig, near the inn, where there were more markings on the ground. How do I get there again? Peter? Forget it. We're not making up this time. You always figure out a way to make me feel like it was my fault, just so that we can make up and you can get into my bloomers, but not this time. Until you learn to keep your... You look funny. Are you hungover again? Next time you want to apologize to me, at least make yourself presentable. What do you want, Peter? I'm not Peter. This is a case of mistaken identity. You think you can change your coat and suddenly pretend I'm not your problem? Mistaken identity? This mistake was mine. Goodbye, Peter. No, really, my heart can't take it anymore. Goodbye. Okay, I don't understand. How can this be a thing? I'm very clearly not from here. I can demonstrate a laser pistol. As well as a lot of pictures of things from other places that a landlocked planet dweller wouldn't ever have. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing actually, or how to get to the inn. This just loops back to here. How did I get to that inn before? What's going on? I'm slowly losing my mind. Okay, so this is the inn. Let's photograph this because it seems, you know, pretty relevant, I would say. Definitely kind of suspicious. Okay. Anything new here? Not really. Let's check that one room that didn't have anything in it before. And this one. Seemingly still has nothing in it. I don't quite understand its purpose. Let's go back to the burgermeister, or rather burgermeister, and see if I can accomplish anything with the photos I've got so far. I presume he will tell me whether they are worth something or not. Like, if there's no response, then I guess I have not photographed the right thing. Let's see what pictures you've got for me. This is the photograph from the crime scene, but this is impossible. The drag marks stop right underneath the tree. That doesn't make a whit of sense now, does it? Either the kidnapper is using trees for transportation, or the kidnapper can fly. It would have to be a strong bird, wouldn't it? Perhaps it's building a nest made of human bones. How ghastly. Here, now this is an interesting picture. It looks like something is sneaking into the town through the hole in the fence. There are three important things to look at here. One is that it's too tight a squeeze for a regular person, so it must be a child. Look at the size of the feet. Second, there are those telltale claw marks right underneath the opening. It must be a child with very sharp nails. And third, those footprints disappear right under the tree. Conclusion, there must be a child breaking into the town and using trees for transportation. Perhaps it is a feral child who can climb. Such things are not unheard of in this world. This picture here, notice the claws on the roof? And see these little brambles around it? These are whiteberry burrs from the White Caves just a few miles away. Whatever produced the claw marks must have brushed by a whiteberry bush outside the caves. I think we have enough photographic evidence to solve this mystery, young Mr. Boots. The most logical conclusion is that a sharp-clawed feral child from the White Caves is responsible for the kidnappings, coming in through the hole in the fence and leaving via the trees. This means that there is only one task for you to do. You must travel to the White Caves and bring back the child. He must be made to pay for his crimes. Very well then. Sleep at the Fairweather Inn tonight, compliments of the burgermeister, and then bright and early tomorrow morning you will journey to the White Caves and bring this case to its proper conclusion. How exciting. You better get some rest, you've got a big day tomorrow. Okay, so I presume that the room I've seen at the inn is my room. Like it's a room I'm designated to sleep at. Although, to be honest, it seems to me it's much more, what's the word? It's much more reasonable to assume that the dog did it, because I think it mentioned in his profile that he can fly, right? So he wouldn't need to climb trees, and I don't think... Is this a human? Okay. I guess I take back what I did. say, because those are human hands, I guess. But again, why hands? Why not, even if it's walking on all fours, there would be footprints as well? It's like it's walking on its hands? Okay, I don't quite understand what's going on here, but I guess that's why it's a mystery, you know? If everything was clear, then that wouldn't be much of a mystery after all. Better get some RAM time before heading out the whimper. After the whimper. Okay, go to sleep.
Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Where is she?
They said they were taking her to a safe house in Sullivan's Peak. I mean Jaggerly Falls. That's where they're taking her. Honest.
Nothing. Bone dry nothing.
I don't buy it. Somebody's got to know something. Did you try that stunt job, Alvin Stratata?
No, I don't like that creep.
That's a first. Look, here's how you handle him. Just put your finger on the little twerp and say, "It's a shame, Captain. A real shame."
What is?
Hey, Mr. Boots.
Have you seen the tracker?
No, but Palatine's good for a look.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I was
Never mind. Come with me. They've got Sarah.
Palatine found the tracker behind the couch, sir.
I'm gonna put you out in the field someday, pal.
Sarah?
Almost there, baby. Hang on.
This is crazy. I shouldn't be here.
Lucky for me, you were loitering at the office. What were you doing at this hour there anyway?
I was finishing up old paperwork.
There they are.
You're not gonna make it.
I'm gonna make it.
You are not going to make it.
Trust me.
24 hours, and that's just to pinpoint the continent they're on. A definitive heat signature will take another 48 hours to lock in.
What is everyone so worried about? Is being stranded on the surface of our planet so dangerous? Democratus is a beautiful world. They'll be grateful for a free vacation.
Unless, of course, they're in the Desicati Desert, or the Waki Forest, or sinking to the bottom of the Blue Goose Sea.
Oh, put your faith in science, Hal. We'll find them.
We'd better. The world is watching.
Comitown, Provisional Base, Democratus Surface Army, Armored Division. Okay, is this guy my last party member? Yes. Okay, okay, why not? Let's find him some inventory before I forget. What are you good at? The fire-based things. Okay. Okay, there are a couple of things I would like to talk about before I start exploring this place. First of all, judging from that dream/flashback, Boots is like insanely irresponsible and also kind of stupid. Like, why would you voluntarily bring your secretary on a field mission that is going to be dangerous? Like, this is not within her portfolio of work. Why would you do that? It had huge potential to end badly, and it did. It's like 120% his fault, because she shouldn't even have been there. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like as if you're a general or you're an officer in the army and you have your secretary, right, to help you with the paperwork. It's like as if you took her to a combat zone, like knowingly, voluntarily. It doesn't make sense. It's insane. I thought it was an accident, the kind of where she was caught in the crossfire, you know? Somebody attacked Boots' office maybe, or she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But he took her with him, and then I presume they crashed, the car crashed, or they were shot at or something. So I think he's insane, and I think he should feel bad, because it's 120% his fault that she's dead, and her death was pointless. It's not like, because what was she even doing there? What was her utility in a dangerous situation? She was a secretary. She was not equipped to deal with, I don't know, members of the mob chasing them or something. So I don't understand why Boots did that in the first place. But the second thing, apparently the High Council of Democratus is still around, so I presume the whole ring is as well still around, but that doesn't explain the timeline. I'm still a bit unsure about, because they were talking about how they haven't been in contact with the ring in 6 months, which is quite a long time, and then they said they've alluded to being in suspended animation since the time of the Emperor of Democratus, which was a couple of hundred years ago, I think. So I'm a little bit murky on that subject, but I think I am going to explore this provisional base next time, because I don't want to stop right at the beginning, and this episode is overall, I would say, long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.